It's lights out, and we are racing in Qatar in Moto2. Really good start from the second row by Tony Arbolino. Canet's absolutely boxed the start. Canet is going backwards. That was a horrendous start from the 44 bike from pole position. He's going to be struggling to keep himself inside the top 10 as they sweep through the first corner. A howler for Canet from pole.
Well, if there was ever a way that he was going to lose the opportunity to take that first win, that is how. As Guevara nearly runs into the back of Arbolino. Guevara had an incredible start. He was third as he tipped into turn one. He's undone all that hard work.
Couple of riders out of seat there as well. They squeeze the power going through turn two. Arbolino was aggressive there, wiping the nose of Guevara in that first corner. So through the first split, Canet pole to 8th place. A disaster in Doha early on.
7th now. It looked like he was up the inside of Zonta van den Goldberg. Canet very quickly up and running. That might be the best thing that could happen for the entertainment of this Grand Prix, because he's clearly the fastest out there. Arbolino trying to get up the inside of Arenas, who's the second of the Cressini bikes. It's Gonzalez who got the better of it off the line between those two machines. Gonzalez second up behind Lopez. Arbolino, who sides up the inside of Arenas, and Canet waiting behind him, ready to take the opportunity and move up another place. The door slams shut in his face as Arenas decides to go on the attack instead, and Van den Goldberg getting involved too.
Oh, look at this, 3-4 abreast. They attack hard into turn 10. Brilliant early action here in Moto2, side by side now. Canet and Arenas as they sweep through 11. Just on the inside goes Canet, left foot off the foot peg there as he swept underneath Arenas. Been a poor second lap so far for Arenas, who's dropped from 3rd to 5th.
Marcos Ramirez had a poor first lap. He was 7th off the line, dropped back to 15.
Canet's
He's behind his teammate Roberts. Canet into the top 3 then. He had a couple of goes earlier in the lap of going through on Tony Arbolino, but this time he's made it stick. Oh, that was Arbolino there. Contact with Arenas as Arbolino nearly lost another position. That was 4th they were battling for. Arbolino's just managed to hold it, but it's really getting physical as they bump around in a leading grip. And look how quickly Canet has latched onto the rear tyre of Manu Gonzalez.
Yeah, doesn't want to mess about, does he? He's so eager to get to the front and just try and break away from the pack here. Gonzalez and Lopez directly ahead of him. He's all over now, the rear tyre of Gonzalez on that QJ Moto Gresini bike, and just effortlessly moves on through into turn 6. Getting busy now, isn't he, Canet? This is just surely a matter of time before he's able to dispense of Lopez and then work out, calculate how he can open a gap at the front and then just stays managing to check a flag. He's got the potential, Lewis, to dominate this Grand Prix, no question.
Arenas sides past Arbolino in the back of the picture as well, so Arbolino quickly losing touch with this leading group of 3.
He's going for it.
Arenas goes through. Canet now into the lead. Remember, at turn 1, 2 laps ago, he was 8th. He's already into the lead of the race midway through lap 3.
We're about to complete lap 5 of those 18. It will be 44 who started from pole. Canet that leads. Right in his slipstream, Lopez and Gonzalez. Still that half a second gap then back to Arenas.
Here comes Lopez.
Oh, here comes Lopez from a long, long way back. He's going to run in hot. Does he know he's going to bring it down to the apex? No, he just runs in fractionally wide. Canet will have the inside line through 1, but not through 2. And Lopez then on the cutback, back at the front. Well, we said the onus was on him to make a race of it, and thankfully for the neutrals, he's doing so.
The pace really dropped off on that lap. Canet back to a 58.8. Lopez and Gonzalez right on his tail did 58.7s, and Gonzalez now at the inside of Aaron Canet. What has happened to the 44 after getting to the front so quickly? Maybe there's a little bit of uncertainty in this Moto2 field, having not done any long runs on Friday night. Perhaps they're all just a little bit cautious to take too much out of their rear tyre, knowing that there is still an awful long way to go. 13 laps still remain.
Here comes a Barry on a number 7, doing Sheen proud here. Brilliant by Barry Baltus, easily eases through on Canet into P3. This is brilliant from Baltus. Arbolino, just a passenger.
It's Vietti passing him.
Absolute passenger, just absolutely nothing he can do. Lopez now does fight back on Gonzalez. He hits the front again. Gonzalez now is going to be back in P3 because Baltus up into 2nd. Lewis, who on earth's going to win this race?
Well, I'll tell you what, if these lap times continue, Sergio Garcia might win this Grand Prix. Once again, he did a 1:58.6. He is miles faster than the leaders are going, who are in the 59s. Baltus did a 58.8, Agura a 58.9. But once again, Sergio Garcia has by far and away the best pace in this race. He is the 5th rider in your picture. Boscascuro might win this Grand Prix, but we all thought it was going to be Fermin Aldeguer. It's all down to the LTLS MSI team, potentially, unless Alonso Lopez can hold up this train behind him.
Through the final corner we go. 1 lap remaining. It looks like for the first win of the Pirelli era in Moto2, it's a straight shootout, a showdown between Lopez and Baltus. Final lap underway.
Maybe Baltus is just thinking, turn 16, final lap, just stuff it at the inside of Lopez, and he's got no time to respond with. Turn 1 has been ticked off for Alonso Lopez. We know how good he is under braking into turn number 1. Of course, the differing lines of the Boscoscuro and the Calyx of Baltus. Baltus swarming all over the 21, which has led for lap after lap. He'll be praying for that checkered flag in around about a minute and a half's time.
It is just between these two. Garcia's brilliant charge, just running out of steam late on here. Although is he? Because he starts to climb back yards and meters on the top 2. It is still Lopez. He's done so much of the hard work, so much of the hard graft from this Grand Prix. And look how tight he goes. Look how defensive he goes into turn 6. There was nothing that Baltus could do about that. That's proper hard defensive riding by Lopez.
Yeah, good racecraft from Alonso Lopez there, just holding the middle of the racetrack, forcing Baltus to either take an exceptionally tight line into turn number 6 or go around the outside. He'll have to do the same, surely, into turn 10 as they tip it right through 9 now. Baltus almost lost the front there into 10, which leaves him too far back for an attack here into the left-hander, so that's another opportunity ticked off for Lopez. Yeah,
Lopez now, he will not know how good Baltus has been through turn 15. He's running out of time here, running out of corners is Baltus if he is to take an unforgettable first Grand Prix victory. Who's going to take the spoils at the start of the Pirelli era? It is all coming down to a final corner climax here, isn't it, in Qatar. It's still Lopez from Baltus.
Baltus has to get as good a run as possible through turn 15, follow him through this left-hander. Lopez absolutely on the edge, but he's surely going to have to take the middle of the road and defend into 16.
Now or never on the brakes into the final corner. Lopez defending quite superbly. Baltus, I don't think he's going to be able to get the slipstream out of the final corner. What an incredible race here. Lopez lights up Losail. What a way to start the new Moto2 era. He absolutely pulverizes the screen on that Boscoscuro chassis. Alonso Lopez is back on the top step of the podium. What a race. Wow. Drama from start to finish. Unpredictable, hard to read, hard to call. No points for big title candidates Fermin Aldeguer and Tony Arbolino, who really suffered in the latter stage of that Grand Prix. Alonso wins. Barry Baltus, take a bow.
If you enjoyed that, there are more to come. See you on track.